Hey everybody, welcome back to another week of programming. Before we get started, I'd like to say one thing. If you get to the gym early, which is great before class, make sure you're doing something. Don't just sit there. Try to get into some mobility or look at the board, or if you know the programming already for that day, take care of anything that might give you issues as far as, mobility, warming up, practicing movements. Let's try to be constructive with our time. If you're not getting there before class or on time, if you're one of those people that's habitually tardy, please, please, please make it an effort to get to class on time. Usually, the coaches, me especially, we're going to start with the most important, warm up movement because that's what's on the top of my head. So if you're not there, you're missing it, and you're going to go into the workout cold. Say we're doing heavy squats that day, we're probably going to start off opening up the hips, and if you miss that, well, you're going to be squatting heavy on some achy hips. So please get there early. If you get there, before class starts, do something with your time. Other than that, let's get into our programming. So today, if you were already there this morning, we shortened it up a little bit just because I think the programming was a little overzealous in that there was just a lot packed in. So you'll see that B is a little shortened. But A, we're starting and we're getting a little heavier. We did this 2 weeks ago, 75 to 90% on split jerk. I think we built up to 80 or 85% a couple weeks ago. Really working on just good positioning on your landing, 1 to 2 second pause in the receiving position, just so you can feel the position before you step out of it. Making sure that you hit, a nice solid position and not, a super wobbly with a quick step back in, so you don't really learn anything from your mistake. Then the power clean EMOM, it was 15 minutes with 5-minute segments, but now it is a 12-minute with 4-minute segments. We shortened it up just a bit, and we're building up to 80 plus. So we're just really building up over the course of 12 minutes to heavy power clean of 80 plus. Then 8 minutes instead of 10 minutes, as you saw this morning. 8-minute AMRAP at 85% of 5 hang power cleans. We've got a few different weight classes there. 7 box jumps with a step down and 9 hand release push-ups. Just trying to establish a good pace and sticking to it. Then Tuesday, tomorrow, if you look back at August 14th, we did this same front squat build-up. Ideally, we're trying to get heavier from that date. So if you're not writing these things down, you definitely need to, because we are going to be revisiting things, by or every couple of weeks or so. B, after we get done with the build-up, we are also revisiting this EMOM, and we are going for a little longer. Last time we did about 15 to 18 minutes. This time we're doing 18 to 24 minutes. So we are extending it. If you know that you are easily tear those hands, you might want to bring gloves or tape or something to lessen that effect for this EMOM, especially if you did or if you tore the first time we did it. And that was also on the 14th of August. Wednesday, bench pressing and Romanian deadlifts, 4 to 6 reps. So 2 weeks ago, we did this exact same thing with 6 to 8 reps. We were trying to go a little heavier this time. You'll see a lot of deadlifts and bent over rows and all types of basically bending and horizontal pulling and pushing over the next couple months, just to kind of help balance our bodies out. CrossFit involves a lot of vertical pulling, so a lot of trap dominant movement, weight coming off the floor. Now we're trying to kind of break that down and balance it out by putting in more horizontal movement. We're also doing a lot of deadlifts to counter the effect or counter all the quad dominant movements we do with squatting. That's where you see a lot of deadlifts, especially Romanian deadlifts, because they're so great in targeting the hamstrings. Then we're getting into a little 12-minute EMOM, 5 touch and go power snatches, which we've been working on, and then a row, followed by some assistance work, which this is almost as important as the strength work that we do at the beginning. Bent over dumbbell rows, that's your horizontal row, and then a dumbbell rollback extension. So this is just targeting the triceps. You'll see what this is. If you know what a skull crusher is, it's very similar to this, but with dumbbells. Thursday, dumbbell rear rear foot elevated split squat. These are great. We don't do them, super frequently. Sometimes we'll start a new cycle, which you'll see in the upcoming month. But basically, we want to do this to balance out the legs, balance out the glutes. If you have a dominant leg, you'll definitely feel it when we single out your legs and do this movement. Nose to wall handstand hold or nose to wall shoulder touches, and that's kind of a progression into handstand walks. Just being able to shift weight from one arm to the next, kind of moving your center of mass over each hand. Then dumbbell external rotations, and this is more to focus on the arm externally rotating like it would in a snatch, and it's really, again, just assistance work. And if we did it last week, you can't do a lot of weight on these. These are pretty tough, and the weight is low. The tempo should be just right, and 8 reps is going to be great. And we're going to do 3 sets of this. I don't know why I didn't put 3 sets, but I'll definitely change that. Then 3 minutes of wall balls, 2 minutes of rest, 5 minutes of running for calories, 2 minutes of rest, 3 minutes for wall balls. And we're going to calculate a score by adding all that up. Friday, EMOMs, 2 to 3 weighted dips, heavy, or 5 to 10 banded dips. Then 10 to 12 med ball weighted V-ups. We might also sub in toes to bar as well for those who can do the med ball weighted V-ups pretty easily. Then basically running intervals and also some straight supinated pull-ups. That's where the hands are turned underneath. Another part of what we're focusing on for the next month or so. We've also got the extra credit work, especially for you L2 guys. Oops, I didn't mean to show you Monday. For you L2 guys, I would really like for you guys to put this in before or after your workouts. So definitely check that out. If anybody else wants to do it, by all means, but make sure you have a coach that can kind of explain it to you if you don't know what exactly you're doing. That's it. See you at the gym. Make sure you get to class on time, and if you're there early, do something with your time, and I will see you then. Have a good week. Bye.